Hi, Mr. Pearson. My name is Ms. Duro. I'm going to be the person working with you, your counselor. How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Before we get started, is it okay if you can sign to have consent to participate in this session? I'm right here too. Thank you. So, Mr. Pearson, I just received your referral from DOC stating that you needed to be met to discuss your issues with the anger and how to go about dealing with your anger and how you be able to address them as you attempt to go back into society. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Do you mind? I'm just gonna take down some notes so that
That's alright.
go ahead and get the session started the right way. So you're 25 years old. Do you have any children?
Yeah, I have two boys.
You have two boys,
One is 7 and the other one is 9 years old.
age 7 and 9. So I hear that this is your second state bid
Yeah,
for selling drugs.
yeah.
Was your first bid the same thing? Okay. Where's your dad?
My dad, it's not in my life. He's having a life sentence. Never been in my life.
He's never
He's in
been
jail.
in.
Yes, in jail.
Do you mind if I ask what he's in jail for?
I don't like talking about it, but anyway, he killed somebody and they're serving a life sentence.
And your mother?
Mm, my mother was killed by a cop.
Your mother was killed by a police officer.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
that's sad.
Have you ever discussed your mother to anybody? Have you talked to anyone about how do you feel about the fact that she was killed by police? Well, I see here and your evaluation that you have difficulties um, expressing yourself as far as communication. I, I see that you also have difficulties dealing with your anger, according to this assessment that we took prior to you meeting with me. Um, do you write? Do you write in your journal? Do you have a journal that you write down how you feel?
No, really.
No?
So I find it difficult writing my personal life. I don't really write.
What's your highest level of education?
GED.
You got your GED.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Pearson, there's a few things that we're going to do today. I want you to understand that I am not here to judge you. I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. I'm just here to assist you, to figure out how things work. I need to be able to understand how you see things. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you so angry?
When I look back, uh, when I was growing up, my father was never in my life. So I was raised by my mother. She taught me how to be a man. Even though I would say it wasn't the right way, but I grew up with it. My mother is a drug dealer, so I don't know any other thing other than that, being a drug dealer. And that's what I was raised up with since I was, let me see, 5 years old. So I don't believe in education. So
Have you ever had a real job before?
no job like work. I don't understand.
Like to work, to get a paycheck, to work, to have a supervisor, to have a boss?
No, I don't believe in that.
No,
I believe in the street.
the street.
Yeah. All I do is selling drugs.
I saw in the assessment as well that you have a support system of only your grandmother and your sister.
Yeah.
Do your grandmother come to see you from time to time?
Yeah, every now and then. She pays visit.
So, what is it about the female staff that calms you down?
You know, stuff. I don't like taking authority from the male staff
Why is that?
because I don't believe men can tell another man what to do. Actually, since I was growing up, I never believed like my mother raised me up, so I don't have a male figure in my family. So now when a man telling me what to do, I found it like
Like what?
yeah insulting.
Insulting.
Yeah, so I don't believe in male authority.
So, Mr. Pearson, what do you want to do with your life?
Mm, now I'm getting older, trying to leave the past behind.
How so?
Well, I wanna, even though that's the only thing I know how to do, but I wanna show my kids the right way. I have two boys, so selling drugs is not the right way.
Okay,
So I
so
want them to. I don't want them to live in my. I want them to learn from my mistake. Selling drugs is not the right way. I want them to go to school, get their bachelors, or all the way even getting their master degree. I don't want them to sell drugs at all.
so you stated that you want them to live the right way.
Yeah,
You stated that learn from your mistakes.
learn from my mistake.
And you also stated that you want your boys to be able to go to school and get a degree and live a better life.
Yeah.
So with that, Mr. Pearson, we're going to have to start with you first. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up with some real life goals, some goals that you can actually achieve. Are you interested in going to work or school? Because in this program, all we have is the option of going to work or going to school. What do you want to do?
I think I'll prefer going to work,
Okay,
make some money.
okay. Do you have a resume on hand? Okay. So Mr. Pearson is interested in going to work. We're gonna have to get you a resume. Do you have any skills? What can you do?
I have no skills.
Everybody has a skill.
When you say skill, what do you?
Are you a good listener? Do you work good with your hands? Can you follow direction? Are you going to be able to work with male authority?
That's what I have to learn to do because I never believed that a man can tell me what to do. That's gonna be, I'll say,
So, on our next meet, it is expected that you're going to start writing in your journal. I'm going to give you a journal and where you'll be able to, this journal is just for you. You don't have to worry about me. You can give me the journal if you feel open and comfortable enough for me to read it. However, I want you to be able to start finding a source of where you can talk freely. This journal has no pinpoint. It has no hesitation. It has no full stop. I want you to write, even if it's just a sentence. You'll be able to effectively communicate how you feel in your journal. So if, for example, you wake up and you just want to scream, write in your journal, today I woke up and I just want to scream. If today you just wake up in a very, very bad mood, you find that this male authority came up to you, he said something to you that you just don't like. Instead of just reacting, come back to your journal and say, man, I don't like the way this person spoke to me today, but I think that I'm able to go on. The moment you stop is the moment you mess up. The moment you mess up is the moment you fail. So I need you to keep going. Your treatment when you first came here to the program, you signed a waiver about what the program will offer to you. As indicated in your treatment plan, you will be going to lecture,
Yep.
you'll be going to group. You're also going to be attending a group called Criminal Thinking. Do you know anything about criminal thinking?
Not really.
They say before you do something, you usually get a thought. And based on how you react to it, tells whether or not you're going to get in trouble or not, right? Well, in this specialty group called Criminal Thinking, you're going to learn about the criminal behavior. Why do you get it? Why do you have the thoughts? Why do you feel prone to committing the act? Do you understand the pain that's associated to being incarcerated? You leaving your family, you're not being there for your two sons, and so forth. So, not only are you going to develop a journal, not only are you going to develop a resume, but you're also going to start attending criminal thinking. Do you have any concerns with that?
I'm good with it.
You sure? Because I feel like you're a little hesitant right now.
I'm good with it. That's okay.
Okay. So, the first goal is to obtain a job. So I think that once you be able to get a resume, we can work towards that. Um, Now, I know that you have an issue with the male staff. I know that you have not had a male figure in your life. But in this program, you're going to have to be able to cope. All these write-ups, all these going back and forth, lashing out, cursing out the male staff, it's not working.
Amen.
So we're going to have to figure out a way in how you can just learn how to deal with your anger. And that's something we can work on in the next section. How do you feel about that?
I'll think about it, and if it's the right way, okay, I don't mind. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind.
Also, before we end this session, do you know what triggers are?
Triggers, like in terms of how to react.
Yes. What makes you react?
It depends on how I feel.
Like what? Can you automatically see Mr. Jenkins, for example, and get upset?
If I had issue with him before, yeah, it depends on the mood I'm at that point, particular time. It might trigger me.
So in your journal, I'm also going to expect to see what you think your triggers are. And it can be anything. I'm glad that you were able to take the time to sit down and meet with me. I know that you're going to have to start, and together we're going to have to complete it. And I want you to know that even though you are a bit young, 25 years old, this doesn't have to be the life you have to live. And I do know that your boys, two boys that you speak so highly about, they're watching you. So on our next session, we can talk in depth about your family support, how your family is towards you, your grieving process. How do you feel about your mom? Do you talk to your mom even though she passed away? And so forth. Okay? And so we're going to close. Do you have any questions or concerns? Mr. Pearson, I want you to feel comfortable.
Okay. I'm good. Straight.
Straight. All things can work in the betterment of the good. The only way you can go is to go up. You make that choice if you want to come down. Understand? But it was a pleasure talking with you. So make sure you get, before you leave out of here, we're gonna get your journal. I want you to start from your journal to write about how you feel, write anything. I also want you to develop a resume. If you need help developing your resume, you come back, you let me know. And then we're going to start actively looking for some job sites. And then we're also going to identify your triggers in your notebook. And we're going to work from there. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
Very good.
Bye.